go! How's everybody doing? Happy Saturday. Well, this is, alright. Dude, I love these kind of CrossKeys seeds. That early Dark World access, you know? Just need to find a moon pill right here and have a good laugh. Ah, 10 rounds. The only awkward thing is escape being locked by Aga too. So if we find Hyrule Castle, we might have to consider doing some say key scumming to get to the back. I'm gonna go ahead and walk over here and just check out these entrances. Might as well. Get some info. You never know. The only downside about this is I kind of need this spot here to be something important. So I have more of a reason to come back here. Otherwise, I'm just going to be isolating pod entrance, which is not that good. Finding all the shops. Poo poo pee pee suck my wee wee. That doesn't sound like something I would say. Yo, Razmit, thanks for the good luck. Also, apparently during my qualifier race, Humps came in here and dropped a 5-pack. So, Humps, whenever you're around, thank you so much for that. Oh, hey. Well, there we go. I found Hyrule Castle. Also, I set up some conditional formatting for my spreadsheet with the intent of helping me have a little bit better visuals. Because one of the things is, like, when I'm looking at it and I just see a bunch of text, it's not always very clear what I need to do or where I need to go. So, I have no weapons. What is my plan here? Grab a weapon out of this first chest? Oh, this game's great, dude. Jesus. Alright. That is some fresh content right there. But yeah, I set it up so that if I type in dark or VU for like locations, it'll bold the text, so that way I just have a better idea of, like, okay, this location is in the Dark World. So, and those are the two I usually put DW for Dark World, but how did Zelda 1 through 3 go? They went all right. Zelda 2 went a little long, mostly because Great Palace kind of kicked my butt. Wow. Well, this is interesting. Okay. I need to take notes. Fairy climb is... But yeah, overall, it was fun. It was nice playing on hardware for once. And it functioned pretty well. It just kind of looked a little less than good compared to emulator, I think. Okay, well. If anything, that's really good information on if I want to get back to the top of Hyrule Castle. Hey, money. I will go ahead and grab money. What cables do I use? I have a converter box called the old school AV to HDMI converter that Lana Bean sent me. So I got the AV cables plugged into that, and then that converts it into HDMI, which plugs into my capture card. You know, I do feel a little weird skipping Link's house for the time being. But... Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. That's perfect, honestly. Now I don't have to worry about buying bombs. Alright, bottle vendor. I guess we'll just keep clearing this out. I mean, the only thing that would hurt us right now is if there's something extremely useful. And then I get my money back. Perfect. Thanks! Awesome. In Link's house. Okay, Paradox bottom. I wish I could hang out and listen to those tunes a little bit longer, but I can't. Pack chick. I can't believe I got those boots already. That's hilarious. Ah, this is Mario RPG music. Perfect. Now a sword would be nice. Ether, 20 bucks. And a map to Hyrule Castle. Alright. Gotta play that still? Hell yeah, you do. What are you waiting for? It's such a good game. Waterfall. Well, so long, Houlihan. Hello, green potion. I could see my opponent. I mean, depending on where Moon Pearl ends up being, I could see my opponent missing out on those boots for a long time. Which is good for me. Hooray. Apparently I missed a pretty good qualifier seed. A bunch of my buddies did pretty well today. And it seems like it was a relatively linear one, so... Kinda bummed I missed out on it. Because I woke up like early enough today, but... I went to bed last night before midnight. And I woke up at... before 7 a.m. I was like, this is wrong. Stayed up for a couple hours. And then I ended up taking another nap. Woke up at like 12, I think? 12-ish? And then the qualifier, I think, was at 2 or something my time. But I was just not... I wasn't feeling it. I was like, nah. Nah. Bottle, ice rod, bombs. Yeah, that's fine. I was gonna grab the magic and then kill them with the ice rod, but I need to go to Link's house anyway. Oh baby, missing out. Alright. So I left behind one entrance in Kakariko, and then like Smith and whatever the drop down is at Magic Bat. Whee! Guess we're going to Death Mountain. Fuck. Guess we're leaving. Ooh, big key there. That's important. Bomb farm. What else we got? I want to check that other exit outside of Paradox Cave as well. I'm a little shocked we haven't found any dungeons aside from Hyrule Castle, and that one wasn't necessarily in logic yet. Yeah, I want to go up Lost Woods and then just route the north route, I think. Especially since I have this glove. Ganon. Hint lad. Okay. Yeah, I gotta remember at some point to go check that other Paradox Cave section. Chicken. Okie doke. Not a bad Kakariko. Alright. Check Lost Woods. Yeah, we'll just do a full route of the north section just to knock out all the drop downs and find out what everything is. Chicken arouse. Arise, chicken. Fairy? What do you got for me? Ooh. I don't even know how many enemies I killed. Shield. Oops. Arrows. Thieves Town. Finally a dungeon. Okay. Like, I can't run into these guys because they do 2 hearts of damage. That's weird. Isn't it supposed to say you found a dungeon map, a map for this dungeon? Why did it say Thieves Town? I mean, it's a very minimal issue. That is weird. Hello. Thieves Town, Lost Woods. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Bye. Yo, what up, JR? Alright, well, it is locked by Aga 1. Nothing. Perfect. Best thing that could be here, honestly. Of course. Of course that missed. Okay. Okay, was it Big 20s was my tier 1, or was that like a tier 2? Oh, that was my tier 1. Well, that's easy money. Hell, let's just go ahead and get some more. Dude, who needs rupee farms? Like, the one that we did find in Kakariko. Yo, Sec Rooster, thanks for the good luck. Appreciate it. And Nahiri, thank you as well. Let's hope we don't last location our progression in this seed like we did in our last CrossKeys race. Early GT. Early mitts. Dude, give me something huge with these boots that I stole. Aw. Alright. Good info. Actually, GT was locked by the boots that I stole. The boots were... I mean, I guess it's not that big of a deal, because you would just find it eventually at, in Kakariko. You would have found one of the entrance... It was in the first chest of Hyrule Castle. But this does allow me to check King's Tomb real quick. Yo, what's up, Robati? Thanks for the good luck. Pod. Interesting. Also locked by boots. I guess this is fine. Well, do I want a potion glitch or do I want to use a potion? How'd the qualifier go last night? It went alright. I ended up getting... I was 14 minutes behind first and 13th out of 50 overall. So... not necessarily great, but not bad. I thought I did a lot worse, so... Hey. I'm ready to go check the fairy drop down and have it be Cackwell, and that's where my... That's a good find. Especially because I know how to get to Death Mountain already. Anything else? Ice Palace. There's some good finds. GT and Pod. Both boot locked. Boots in Hyrule Castle. And... yeah. What is this? Okay, that's fine. That means Cackwell is at Uncle, which, it's not a big deal. We can go get that right away. Oh, I have the flippers. You know what? Might as well just go ahead and do all the Zora stuff now. Oh, that was sick. Yeah, right now with the 2 qualifiers I've done, I'm at like a 90, 89 range or something weird like that. I still need to do at least 2 more. And I'm gonna do the one Sunday. Cave at Waterfall. I'll hold off on that for now. I'm gonna do the one Sunday, and then either... If that goes really well, there's another one on Tuesday, but that's at 11 a.m. my time. So that one might be a little bit rougher to do, but if I want to have all 5 races in, then yeah, I'll have to do Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday I'm already booked up. I know, hard to believe. I woke up at 7 today. I have no idea why. Okay, T-Rock. Now we'll go to Hyrule Castle. Having mitts already is nice. Now I just gotta find a Moon Pearl. Moon Pearl and Hammer, and then I'll be feeling better. I am good on money. I don't think I need any more money. Because I need what? 230, I think is all I need. Third bottle. And there's that stupid pod small that I was thinking of. Okay, well, I'm gonna hold off. I'd rather wait until I at least have 2 pod smalls before I make that play. Swamp and T-Rock. What time is the race tomorrow? I don't remember. 2? I think. I don't remember. 5 Eastern, maybe? I don't know. Tomorrow. Okay, well, the question now is, should I go ahead and sequence break up Death Mountain? Because I'll have access to a lot of it. Or should I wait and hold out? Because, I mean, I'm mostly just holding out for a lamp, which is, you know, whatever. I don't have a way to kill these guys, do I? Huh. Okay. I mean, I don't. I'm not about to sit there and use bombs for an hour. 20-minute delay is required for the qualifiers, yeah. Unfortunately. Okay, 3 checks over here that I'm fine with. I need to find a real weapon. Okay. Well, this is generally unfortunate if I'm gonna keep going south. Bombs. I always go for this bomb jump. Just for info gathering. DP rock. Okay. And I'll go ahead and check the bomb. You can set a 20-minute delay? Yep, it's under advanced settings. You just set, for 20 minutes, you would just set it to 120-second delay. That's really good. Okay. There's a palace right. No small key, so I can't check right side. Alright, let's see what else we can get with these boots. Yes! Yes! That's what I'm looking for. Alright, I have a weapon now. A powerful weapon, too. Basically do whatever I want in Death Mountain now. Okay. Let's go ahead and check these two spots over here. Just get info. Nothing there. So that's in logic because of, yeah, because of Floating Island. Just have to walk through. Okay, Meyer. I could get this. Hold on. Hey, Mr. Thief, come here. Come here. Give me a little boost. Give me a little boosterino. Thanks. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go... Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back in. I can't. Okay, we're gonna go to Skullwoods then. I mean, we can't find a Moon Pearl in the Dark World unless it's a connector that leads to another thing, so this might not be worth the time investment. It would almost be better probably just to go back to the Light World. Calm down, Luigi, that's a little loud.
But I wanted a peanut tech thumb.
TTR, thanks for the 100 bits. And for giving me a right scare. I wanted a peanut. Meh. You guys are being dicks. Dicks, I say. Eh. Watch. I'm gonna do all this and there's just gonna be a Gyarados sitting in the doorway right here. Oh, there wasn't. Wow. Color me surprised. Alright. 30 minutes in. Going in band with the 32.
GL in your ace.
Thanks for the good luck, dude. And solid job on them their qualifiers, man. I need to get that kind of consistency that you have. Why? It's always that one. Anytime I go for a drop down in this kind of scenario, it's always that one, which is the one I don't want. I need to get the one on the left side. Not pinball room. And actually this works too. This is fine. Yeah, because I can use a key and then grab a key outside of pinball room and then I'll have a spare. And after this, I am out of here. You know what? Oh, I could go to GT. Moon Pearl could be in there, couldn't it? It depends on where Desert Main is, I think. Yeah. Alright, let's do some more overworld. I guess the only thing I'm worried about now is if there's something over in the desert area. But we know how to get to floating island, so that's good. Blech. It's good info. Alright guys, we're like 30 minutes in. Just, you know, be aware of my current mental state right now. And then just remember in, you know, 2 hours from now, if I'm not done by then, you might see the Homer eating brownies gif. Many beds. Anything else? Hera. And I have a hammer, so I can Hera pot. Perfect. Don't mind if I do. First try, basically. Now that's a good find, I guess. Makes my desert play a little bit better when I get to that. All right, Moldorm, you kicked my ass in the qualifier yesterday. You're not gonna do it again. That's true. I should have multiple gifts for every occasion. Cool. Well, that's a good start. Okay. Already did Zora. Guess I'll go ahead and do the other flipper checks real quick. But if we find Swamp, well, we'd have to find the dam first, but we can do quite a bit. Also check Ice Palace. Probably should have not done this, but this is fine. Alright. Cool game. Good old vanilla Ice Palace. Okay, the one thing I'm worried about that I should be doing instead of what I'm doing is I should be sequence breaking up Death Mountain right now. Okay. Either that or I'd go do left GT. I mean, I'll have enough keys to get all the way up to the end, but just trying to... It's a tough call. If I find Desert Main, then I know that left side GT is probably where my Moon Pearl is going to be. I should just go ahead and go for it, honestly. I'm just a little hesitant. Well, that's a sigh of relief, and that's also something I should go do as well. Who knows, maybe Moon Pearl was just a little bit later after the boots. Yeah, here's the thing, with one of the Hyrule Castle entrances being in the Light World and being in Kakariko, these boots that I got are not as huge of a play for me anymore. Now, if all of Hyrule Castle entrances were in the Dark World, then we could talk. Counter. Where was Magic Bat? Oh. Add escape. Well, that isn't logic. Just trying to figure out the next time I'd be in that general area. It's kind of currently not very convenient. Okay. Flute 5. Yeah, what's up, Psyche? Yeah, there it is. All right. Hair is getting a bit on the lengthy side. Ice Palace small. $30. Okay, I should go back and check the rest of the Eastern Palace area, but let's see what's going on down here. Cool, nothing. Don't even need to write that down. Okay, Moon Pearl acquired. We are golden. Golden. Perfect. Let's run up, check Eastern, check Saha's Hut, and then... yeah, I mean, we'll have most of Light World covered at this point. The only thing we have really left would be... you know, checking Magic Bat or going to the desert area. Stuff like that. I should go do left side GT. It's probably not a bad idea. I actually made it through this cave. Good job, me. Very good job, me. Holy cow. Aw, it's for Hera? Well, damn, that sucks. I literally don't need to write this down. I already got everything I need out of there. Cool. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, I'm feeling great about that. But yeah, nothing much been going on. Just been racing a lot of this game. Been playing a lot of other Zelda randomizers. I got absolutely spoiled for my birthday a couple weeks ago. And spoiled in the sense that now I have a bunch of cool incentives that I gotta wrap up. Yesterday I did a Zelda 1, 2, and 3 randomizer, which was a lot of fun. You know, let's just... Nah. I was thinking about going to Catfish, but... I need to go up to Death Mountain. I either need to go left side GT or up Death Mountain. Those are like the two things I really want to do. But, I mean, we could check more stuff in Village of Outcasts and go all the way down to Hype Cave. I mean, at this point, I might as well. Let's see. I do also need to go back to Agate Tower and beat up some nerds. Mullet sub incentive? Why? What would that entail? Super Bunny, cool. I still don't have any swords, but that's okay because I have the hammer. Mullet temporarily for the day. So you just want me to cut my bangs off? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you want me to do? Oh, I don't have a sword, so I can't even hammer dash. I hear people spoiling. No. How about a bowl cut sub incentive? Yo, what's up, Docs? Thanks for the good luck. I am thinking about a GT play soon, I think. Probably go ahead and grab the Smith too. That is kind of obnoxious. Because I have to bring them all the way down to Ice Rod Cave. But I mean, then I can get the big chest of Hera, in case that's something. If I don't do that now, when am I gonna do it? Never! We just gotta hope that it's nothing. I got it. If I can find the mirror, then the next time I come back to get the big key out of Maze Race, I'll grab Smith. That seems like a fair decision to make. Ah, this is from Mario RPG. This is the Barrel Volcano music, where you go fight Star Dragon and then Axum Rangers. I do also need to go back to Hyrule. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'll come back and check that later. I want to well, actually, it's not a bad idea to go ahead and do that now. Just because I have Dark World access, like very easy Dark World access. And there's no like free items along this way, so yeah, let's go ahead and shake that connector and see where it goes. Perfect. Oh, that's another one of the conditional formats I should add, is Mire, so that shows up dark. And And there's Desert Main. Okay, well that means that the hammer is not locked by Moon Pearl. Or Moon Pearl is not locked by... Hammer is locked by Moon Pearl. Sorry, it took me a few tries. No bombos, so I can't open up the mire area, but I have info, which is good. Let's see. Mire shed, fake mire. Cool. Yeah. Either we go Death Mountain or we go GT. Both are probably okay decisions. I'm gonna go Death Mountain, I think. Before we do that, where was Mimic? Okay. Yeah, Death Mountain is right in there. Hey, Jack. How you doing? Okay. I also need to consider when I'm going into Hyrule Castle. Grrr. Give me that fairy. I also do have Samaria. And I did find the front of T-Rock, so I can get at least one item. Well, I do have small keys too. I thought I'd goof that up so hard. Guess I didn't. Where's that go? Castle Tower. That works. That's vanilla. Please leave. Please. Get out of my way. Okay. Yeah, we can check everything up here. Oops. Goodbye, bomb. There we go. I would have liked that sooner, but that's okay. Better now than never. Well, now I'm curious what's on top of Floating Island. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Not ready to leave yet. I just got here. Except, I can leave, because Mount Save is vanilla, so getting back up here is easy. And also grab that small key, get up to Tower of Hera. Well, never mind. That is useless. This is such a weird CrossKeys seed. It's some of the weirdest entrances I've seen so far. That. That's a small key. We can go see. The question is, do I do the Dark World stuff first, or do I head up to Hera first? Let's do Dark World. Good. More info. Yeah, I guess the question is, at what point do I want to go do GT? Because right now, I could get all the way up to Rando Room. I can get all the way up and fight Ice Armos if I want. The key word is, if I want. Do I want? Third T-Rock Small. That makes me think that the only way I can actually get through that dungeon is from the front entrance. Which would make sense. Okay, that's nothing, that's nothing. This is good. Maybe we'll finally get a damn sword. What? Lame. 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 Also lame. Still lame. Wow, this sucked. Those stones don't give you the magical stuff in this? This is a randomizer. Hey, what's up, Willer? I want a sword so I can crack open GT or T-Rock if it's anything. Okay, good. I don't care about floating islands. That's good. It was a hint for what's on it. I need a Master Sword to actually get the item on it. Yeah, I guess we'll do this. No! Fine. We'll see where this leads me. Let me go back, though. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Don't care. Well, that was a nice little fun loop that we just did there. Now I can do this loop instead. Oh, dude. Oops. That's awesome. That worked out very well. I don't have to worry about opening up T-Rock. We're just getting so much info here. Yeah, swords seem to be hard to come by these days for some reason. But we got blue mail. Okay, that is it for all of the checks, all the big high-density non-dungeon checks, I think. Yep. We're gonna have all this covered, and then it's just gonna be probably go to GT for everything else. I mean, the worst thing we could find now would probably be Meyer. Ugh. I don't really want to do Hammer Meyer. Hammer Viddy. Sounds gross. Yo, have a good one, Zach. Okay. Okay, I have an idea. I do want to check one thing, but it'll have to wait. See, this is why you just drop one out. I did not go the way I wanted to. Yo, what's up, karaoke? Alright, we'll come back in a second. It's fine. It's fine, whatever. Okay, now I do kind of hope I find swamp soon, since I can do all of it. But then again, I need to check my map, find out what our... We have a pod map, I think that's it. An hour in and I have a lot of the game covered. At least like a lot of the overworld. Okay, it's fine. I knew it! Ugh. I don't really want to go in here without a fire source. This is gonna suck. It's not even in logic, right? Well, I guess technically it is. I mean, just find floating island and then go from there. I'm not planning on beating this dungeon while I'm here. I will go ahead and check out everything I can. That's fine. Just gonna make death warping suck. Alright, 1, 2, 4 checks left, and then I'm gonna mirror. I wanna go back into T-Rock. God, if I could just find like a fire rod or something, I'd be pretty comfy. Yo, what's up, Captain? But yeah, I'm not about to do, even with this this red mail, I'm not about to go do swordless, bowless, vitreous. This dungeon sucks. Dude, come on. It's nothing but money. Terrible. Okay. Okay, I am gonna go through here to... I'm probably... I don't know. I don't really want to check lava chest or any of that. It's doable, it's just really annoying. I'd rather just see where this connects and then go from there. That's good. Okay, we really are just gonna cover literally everything up here. Green Pendant Swamp. Give me a sword. Two pot smalls. Alright. Okay. How did I get to Meyer again? Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll do that. 100%. That's an easy play. I'm gonna go check all the desert entrances. I mean, right now, the only dungeon we're still looking for is Swamp. That's it. We found all the other ones. How is that a miss? This hammer sucks. Yeah. Do. Oh yeah. Okay. Done with that. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Right now, I have so few big keys. I need more. And I want to go... I should take this south route to, go get that big key that's on Mazers. Yeah, absolutely. I had another plan, which was... let me check this real quick. To go to the Maya area and check that out, but I should definitely head towards a big key that I definitely know exists and might definitely need. Alright. Yeah, at some point I need to probably go to GT. Can't do anything in ice. I already did this. I'm gonna grab the smith too while I'm over here, I guess. Though it'd be better to hold off until maybe getting the flute, just for that to be easier, but I don't know. I don't know how the hell to route this seed. Seed's all over the place. I have GT I can do more of pod. Now, that's questionable. Do I do that now, or do I wait till I get the small key? I mean, there's another crystal that I need to beat. All right. I feel like I might be spending too much time on overworld, maybe? See what this is. It's nothing. We checked Hype Cave. That was nothing. Go to Dark Ice Rock Cave. Turn in Smith. Check those 3 spots, and then I guess we can go through the portal, potion shop, catfish, and then we probably really should consider going to GT or something like that. There's just too many items in there to put it off for this long. Witch's Hut. That's really annoying. Swamp? Okay.
Hi, guys.
Yo, what up, Shadow? How'd the Key Sandy go, dude? Thanks for the rig. Welcome. Well, there's my answer. We're going to GT. But first, let me go ahead and just continue this route. Mastered Vidi sucks? Yeah. They sure do. I'm certainly due for an SMZ3 at some point, but I don't know when that'll be. I should definitely play it at least to check out the Key Sanity nonsense, because that sounds silly. Forgot about this dungeon. I want to be here, obviously.
Long chili dog.
Yo, sail!
WJB smug WJB smug WJB smug WJB smug WJB smug
getting
WJB
sleepy.
smug WJB smug WJB smug WJB smug WJB smug.
Smug. Yo, thanks for the 10 smugs. Appreciate it, dog. Yeah, I feel like Key Sandy would be just the thing that would make SMZ3 a little bit more interesting for me. Oh, sweet Jiminy Christmas. There we go. And I almost didn't go in here. Alright, we got a sword. It's pretty good. Now just give me Berna or a bow, and I'll be even happier. Ooh, Desert Small. Sadly, no big key. Also feels weird. I need to go to Hyrule Castle too. At some point. And it won't take too long. Yeah, I would like to find something that would make Ice Armos not suck a lot of butt. Okay, well, now the only dungeon we're looking for is Swamp, and it's a pendant, so who's to say I'm actually looking for it? Also, I know now that the dark cave that I found here at Waterfall is the other side of where the old man save and quit spot is. That's pretty straightforward. Thank you, Catfish. Thank you kindly. Alright, Graveyard Lead and straight to GT. Only sucks that I didn't have the Eastern Big at the time. Sometimes there's a fairy in there. Bee! Sometimes there's a bee there. Okay. Time to focus on some stuff. Did I get any maps? No. Where's all my maps, man? They're probably all in GT at this point. Desert boss. Oh, that's another one I didn't know about. Okay. Okay. GT time. So right now, the only thing I have left to really check is the desert area. I've basically full cleared the game at this point. Which, I don't know. I mean, I usually end up having to do that anyway, so I don't know if I feel like I did too much overworld or not. It's hard to say. I also don't necessarily need to beat Agatu in this seed. Okay, that lets me open up Mire and go do Ice Palace. Okay, Eastern map. Eastern big, god damn it. It's fine. A little unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Get out of here. Who knows? It could be a pendant as well. I feel like there's a good chance we'll probably find a fire source in here. Yeah, we can go beat Ice out of logic. Or no, we have the big key. So we can full clear Ice Palace and Icebreaker. We can beat Thieves Town. We can beat Eastern. We can beat Mire. And now I'd be a little bit more inclined to go do Mire even with just a fighter sword. But if I can find a lamp or a fire rod. Oh yeah, we still have to find... No, we did find the rest of Skull Woods. We just need to find a lamp or fire rod and we can go do that too, so... We're pretty close to finding all the stuff that we need. I'm gonna assume Swamp is probably in the desert area somewhere then. Because I have no idea where it would be otherwise, so... I just gotta get that... Just gotta get that dungeon info. I guess after this I'll probably head straight back over to go beat Eastern. Unfortunately. Yo, have a good one, Shadow. Good luck on your assessment. Have a good rest of your day, dude. Nice. Definitely need a fire rod. Well. Very likely need a fire rod. Goof that up a little bit. I guess I'll go do tile room then. There might be a fire source like in Hyrule Castle or something. Okay. Of the unknown dungeons we have left, we either need Fire Rod for T-Rock or Desert Big, or a fire source for Skull Woods. That's it. That's all we need. That's fine. We'll go ahead and beat that. It's not a big deal. The thing that sucks, though, is it would have been, in this situation, it would have been better just to go straight to GT. Because then I would have gotten the Eastern Big, and I would have had the Master Sword for taking out Armless Knights. So I would have been able to save a trip through Eastern, so I wouldn't have had to double dip it. But that's not a big deal. I guess I'll go to Ice Palace next. Man. Yeah, right now it's just do crystal dungeons and just hope you find maps or whatever for the other ones. Either way, we 100% need a fire source. If T-Rock is the last pennant, then we need at least a lamp to beat up, or to get to Mothula. And I'm all about hopping on the Ice Palace play to look for a fire rod. And with a big key and a small key, it will not be hard to route that dungeon. Almost blew it. I can also now use this sword to get into the Agate Tower entrance. Whoop. Yo, thanks for the good luck, Branks. Appreciate it. Back-to-back Armos fights. Perfect. God, I don't have a fire source. Aw, man. Desert Boss is like literally right over a graveyard ledge. I almost had the possibility of just going right back over and doing that. Damn. That's funny. Alright. That's alright. We're going to Ice Palace anyway. Yeah, we don't even know if desert's required. This could actually be a fire source for Go Mode Seed. So if we find a fire rod right here in Ice Palace, then that'd be pretty sick. And if I could avoid Pendant Swamp and it has nothing in it, that'd be even sweeter. The only thing is I don't have that green potion. No, I don't have a green potion. I could run down and check Bombos as well. But I guess if I do that, I'd probably combine it with Purple Chest. I don't know how the hell I'm feeling about the seed. I mean, it kind of, at this point, comes down to if I get wrecked by someone off, like Hera Big Chest or Thieves Big Chest, if I do Thieves next. Dude, come on. Just move 1 pixel. Garfield, what are you doing? Thank you. I'm looking for a fire rod. Fire rod would probably be the best case scenario. Either way, I can go to Laser Bridge next. So I might go do that. That might be worth it. Well, that'll save me some time later. But if I'm gonna go activate that, I might end up just going ahead and doing that front of Hyrule Castle. Yeah. Tempered Sword is nice. Will make this fight easier. Still no fire rod though. Ugh, I really don't want to go to pod. Interesting. I can't even begin to try and think about where Lamp would be logically. The problem now is I've done so much overworld that I really just want to focus on crystal dungeons, which is not a bad thing, but like the idea of going independent pod sounds like a death trap. Even though there is so many items in there. If we're lucky, a fire source is going to be our go mode, and then I won't have to climb GT. Terrible fight. Damn, okay. Alright. I don't really know what I want to do. I think we just go... Yeah, let's just go beat Thieves Town. The other problem right now is just I can't beat any... I mean, Myra would be the only dungeon that I could, out of logic, complete that would give me more dungeon info. But I would hate to run all the way over there to kill Viddy and have it be a pendant. Even though that would give me the answer to what's my go mode item, but... As of right now, Fire Rod is my go mode. And I don't mind doing this play, because... I mean, the only downside about this play is if something's in vanilla big key, or in the big chest and I don't have the small key. But... I need to knock out crystals, so... It's not inherently bad play, it's just a bit of a risky one. After this I might go ahead and clear Hyrule Castle. The funny thing is the back of Hyrule Castle is locked, is a fire source blocked regardless. Actually, there's no advanced mode, so it's only lamp locked. Well, no, because if I had the fire rod, I could technically go up the tower and complete it to get to the back of escape. Or lamp. I don't know, whatever. Shut up. Right now, worst case scenario, I mean, that's the thing is now Pod only has like 2 items that are in logic that aren't fire source locked. So if I'm just looking for a fire source, then that's not really worth my time. Swamp, on the other hand, would be a pretty advantageous play. It's just that it's a pendant, so I don't really want to do it. I might go check Pyramid Fairy. Okay. Activate Flute, grab Big Bomb, go to the Dark World, check Pyramid Fairy, mirror on top of Pyramid. Pedestal is essentially dead at this point. Is there anything else? No, there wasn't. Oh, I forgot to check Magic Bat. It's a little nerve-wracking. I could grab Purple Chest while I'm here as well. But I can't grab Purple Chest and Big Bug. I don't know what to do. I feel like this is the wrong play, but I don't know, it's fun. I like fun. Well, I feel like maybe going to the desert area would be a smarter play. Especially because I have some really early checks that I've left behind over there, like Agnes Cave or Desert Ferry. Can I get any more maps? No. I am a little shocked at the lack of maps in this seed. Just never worth it, really. Might be too high up. The almighty sick kid. Damn. That would have been awesome. Alright, let's actually clear Hyrule Castle now. I got my boots in like the first 3 minutes of the seed, and then never returned. My boots are right there. I mean, I guess the next crystal dungeon, potentially crystal dungeon I can go beat would be Meyer. And it'll be a lot easier with Tempered Sword, so that's not necessarily a bad play. Yo, what's up, Sarah? Thanks for the good luck. And Reekshawn, I hope I said your name correctly. Thank you for the Twitch primer. Appreciate it. Did I do well? Did I say it correct? If not, please, by all means. Close enough. No, that's not good enough. You gotta give me that proper pronunciation. Reaction? That would make more sense. Okay. I apologize for goofing real hard on that name. It's pronounced Prime Gaming now. And then why does my Twitch chat my chat room still say Twitch Prime? I don't think I've ever seen it actually referred to as Prime Gaming on my Twitch, in my Twitch chat room whenever it pops up. Yeah, mine still says Twitch Prime. Now Streamlabs says just Prime, and that's it. Alright. Fire-locked fire source, come on. Oh, I don't want a gold sword? Come on, man. Alright. I'm just gonna go beat Meyer. Seems like the wrong play, but I don't know what the right play is anymore. Actually, wait, I have a better idea. Yeah, let's do this first. I can go to Laser Bridge. I just need a fire rod, that's it.
Long chilly dog.
Yo, Cammy, thanks for the also Twitch Prime. Prime Gaming. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, y'all. Thanks. That's the thing is I still don't even know if... I don't know what my last crystals are, that's the problem.
But long chili
Yo, TTR with a sub. Yeah, let's go, baby. We got Nolasis. Welcome to the Brew Crew. Twitch Prime Gaming. You're right. Okay. Fire source can be here, depending where the laser bridge exits out to. Thank Christ. Alright. Okay, well, this should be a sub 2 then. So all I have to do is either beat this, beat Skull Woods, or beat Desert. I can beat all my crystal dungeons. I just need to figure out which one is which. The only scary thing is I am scared of Fire Rod Torch glitch is terrifying. Alright, what do you got, T-Rock? Are you the last crystal? Or pendant? You are. Okay, it's a race to beat the clock now. We'll never find out where that lamp is. It's probably in a random chest in pod or something. Maybe. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Which dark rooms... Lumberjack probably kicked out somewhere in, like, desert area. So that was probably the intended way to get the fire rod, was from that exit. As opposed to going through T-Rock, like I did. That's convenient. Alright. What would be the best way to get to desert? I guess just the normal way. Or... Nah, I got a better idea. Let's go beat Meyer, then we'll go do desert. Well, I goofed that up, so I guess we'll go do desert there. Oh, no, this is fine, because this is vanilla. Well, I mean, missing torch glitch is still really slow. But yeah, half magic does kind of make that a little bit better. These seeds are fun. The seeds where Sanctuary kicks you out at Pyramid, those are fun. That's a good time right there. Now I just need land moles or Vidi to drop some silvers on my face, and then I'm good to go. I still do kind of feel like I did too much overworld, but at least for the most part, you know, I skipped most of Pod and Pendant Swamp, so And I never went back to Hera once I got the big key, so I just did the Hera pot and went on my merry way. I like CrossKeys because, aside from, like, last location and everything, which, you know, if you last location your progression multiple times in a seed, it doesn't matter what the seed is, it just sucks. But I like CrossKeys because it does feel like a single play isn't going to, like, a single play isn't going to be the end of it because of just how lengthy the modes are. So it's a little bit more cozy, in my opinion. And I'm just glad I was smart enough not to try and do this fight with, you know, hammer, nothing else. Hammer and bombs. Alright, big guy. And with a Fire Source Go mode, it means I didn't have to think about even going up the tower, the GT climb, or doing right side, so. Alright. Just gotta go kill Lamolas. What? That'd be out of here. Quick swap is real nice. That's been... I've actually enjoyed that about the qualifiers for SG Live. The boot start and quick swap. It's great. Alright, just need Lamolas to drop some silvers on me, and I'm in there. Bees! Nope. Map to T-Rock. Okay, just gotta be a gamer. That's it. That's all I gotta do. Seems easy. Dude, I should take purple chest with me into the fight. I'm just glad after getting the flute, I just kept focusing on dungeons as opposed to more overworld. So everything kind of worked out. Alright, just got a torch glitch. That's all I gotta do. if I don't, even with half magic, I might run out of magic, and that's a little scary. Sure didn't. Oh, of course. It ate my input. Classic. Hmm. How's that not enough? That was scary. Well, I think I won. I'm the first one to finish. That was the best CrossKeys seed I've ever done. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Willard has finished and has beaten Matt 7898. Score! Hell yeah. Boy, I don't know if I could ever beat that. That's, gnarly. Alright, cool. Well, GG's.